Now, why the harmonica? You are an incredible harmonica
Well,
player.
it's portable, and it's kind of cool. It does all these neat sounds. It's sort of an extension of the voice.
Yeah.
And you can get train sounds, and you can make it cry, and if you got the blues, it'll have the blues with you. And,
Look, Larry, $5,000, 20.
Just do the math.
That's the answer. That's the answer.
Exactly.
That's good. We had Red Steagall on the other day, and Red was talking about the harmonica and the cowboys.
Yeah.
That they could carry that harmonica around, so play it around the campfire.
What I really found out soon was everybody has a warm place in their heart for the harmonica.
It's haunting.
Yeah, and because they all have some sort of sentimental value attached to it. It's that campfire instrument, or it's something their grandpa played, or so.
I agree.
Yeah, and me too. I like it for all those reasons too. But it's also a very versatile instrument, and that's been the thing. Listening to people like Charlie McCoy, whom you hear every time you hear Larry's Diner theme, you hear my hero playing that harmonica. And hearing people, what people like Charlie could do with that instrument, they took it to a sophisticated height that you don't often hear.
You're there with them.
Well, only because those guys. I mean, I don't think I am, but
I do.
But I'm very indebted to them. I know that.
Well, you got a whole box full of harmonicas.
I do have a box of them.
Now, they come in different keys, right?
Exactly. Yep. Different keys and octaves and tunings and because it's a diatonic instrument, the one that I play.
Excuse me?
Diatonic.
We don't talk like that in the diner.
There's really little or no educational credentials around here. I was paying attention a minute ago to what Roger Miller never read Huck Finn.
No.
And
wrote Big River.
And Chip Smallman never went to Luckenbach, Texas. No wonder so many people want to write country music. It takes absolutely no background. Research.
Now, you traveled with one of the artists that I have always loved. There's a handful of artists that I just really loved for no real reason. Roger Miller was one of them.
Yeah,
Jerry Reed was one of them.
Yes. What a character.
And he did a couple of hits, several hits, and did the movies. But there was just, even the obscure albums I have on my iPod.
He was an amazing entertainer, a great songwriter, and inimitable. I mean, nobody wrote a song like Jerry Reed. And he would sneak up on you and write something you wouldn't expect, like A Thing Called Love. Really sensitive songs like that. But then, Amos Moses, Eastbound and Down, all those great songs.
When You're Hot, You're Hot.
But then one of the greatest guitar innovators to come to this town.
Changed the whole style.
He really did. Yeah, you can ask any great guitar picker today in this town who their top 5 are, and he'll always figure in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
In the top 5.
Absolutely.
And he was such a funny guy. The movies, the Burt Reynolds movies brought that out.
Yeah.
He just had a weird sense of humor. Evidently, I didn't know him. I went to play a round of golf with he and Ed Bruce one day before. It was shortly after he had come to the Lord, which was a total surprise to me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure because you traveled with him forever.
That was a great thing to witness. It was amazing.
Because he was one of those guys who was a little antagonistic.
Yeah.
Always don't tell me about God. Forget that.
Yeah.
And then when he made the turn, he made the turn.
It was a beautiful thing. It was.
Yeah. I heard, and I think I said this before, but he went to a Bible study at one point, and after he had really found a relationship with God, and they were meeting every month, and he said, "Guys, you don't understand. I have to have this every week."
Yeah.
And so they started meeting every week.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I got to be a part of that Bible study, and he was amazing. And he was just as unique in that situation as he was in any other. You were talking about playing golf with him and the sayings that would come out of his mouth. I was playing golf with him one time. I was his partner. So we were in some little match, and he gets up there on the tee and hits one, and it just duck hooked it terribly. He went so far into the woods, and he stood there, just full, good follow through like this, and looked after it, and he said, "Rufus," which is what he called me, "Rufus, hit a good one. It'll take a prayer book and a pulley bone to find that one there." He had all those great expressions.
I'll tell you a funny story on Jerry. He came out to a Ray Price session I was doing, and he was telling me about his illness. He had Parkinson's. I guess it's okay to say that. And he loved mashed potatoes and little green peas. And he said every time he would start to eat the peas, he would throw them at his wife, Prissy, because of the disease, you know. And she said, we have got to figure out how you can eat these peas. So she started putting the peas in the mashed potatoes. Was the only way he could eat them. I just thought it was
That's
funny.
That is funny.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the diner and watching this fun clip. If you'd like to see more videos, then hit the subscribe button and like this video. See you at the diner.